Izuko here, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to farm catalyst the fastest way in the game. And not just me saying that, but actually it being the fastest way to farm these, because you're going to need a lot of these to min-max your weapons, min-max your character, get all of this stuff, and it being easy. So let's show you how to do this. So right now I'm currently doing one of the missions that I need here, which is basically this bad boy right here. Basically your goal is to kind of hop in here and then basically complete this mission. This is going to give you a chance to get a specific spot here. We're going to kind of showcase this really quick. So again, you get in here, you kind of kill everything really quickly, and it gives you these shards that you're going to need here. So you do this, and then you get a chance at getting these little things you're going to pull up in a second here. These market biogel, whatever. So why do you need that? Well, if you go here into your access info and then you look at your crystallization catalyst, that's basically this thing right here. So as you can see, just from me doing that once, I got a lot. So if you get 2 of these, you get a lot. So where do you go to get these, right? Well, they're both in Echo Swamp, and if you're doing this on hard, you can do it here. The cool thing about it is the other one is here, which means if you put yourself in a private lobby, you can immediately get this, possibly not having any cooldown. So if you do get one with the cooldown, you go to the other one, and then you just press your menu button and see if it has a cooldown. While you're in private lobbies, just stay in a private lobby and you check the cooldown, and then you kind of keep cycling between those until you can get. So technically speaking, you can farm these really easy. So this one doesn't have a cooldown, so we just go ahead and run to it really quick, and we do the exact same thing. They're right there, so really easy to do, and this is the fastest way in the game that you can farm this one specifically. So you go in here, you just kill everything, right? Nothing to worry about, cool deal. And then you get all these drops, right? And as you can see, pretty cool, right? Then again, 8 of those. So now we have so much. So again, in just like maybe, you know, half of a 45 seconds or something of that sort, you're able to get this. And again, you can just keep cycling between these two, so you can farm this one the easiest. This is really easy for you to farm, and you just kind of keep cycling between those whenever you're in a private lobby to get that, and you just check the cooldown. So the next one that you're going to need here, give me a second, let me just check here, because if I do get it, then okay, it's on the cooldown. So then you would just rotate back, right? So now let's say you got a bunch of these and you're looking for the next thing. Well, this one here is also one that's really easy to farm for, because you want to do the hard version of these missions. The Forgotten Tents is the fastest one, but Unknown Laboratory is not that bad either. But they're both kind of like long missions. The only thing is the Forgotten Tents, you can kind of farm that much faster than the rest one. This Unknown Laboratory kind of takes forever, so I don't like running that one. But you basically just have to actually like run through that mission. That's the only one that it takes a little bit more time. So you basically run through the Forgotten Tents, and you're guaranteed to get a bunch of these, and you can get that mission done in about, maybe, you know, with my build I can get it done in 3 minutes, and you know, another build you might be able to get it done in 5 or whatever it may be. But I'm not going to showcase that. Again, you just basically run through that mission as fast as you can. It's pretty easy to run through. Cool. So once you get all of these, how do you get these? These are your best friend, but in order to get these the most amount possible, you need to do this very specific thing. So I will honestly recommend that you get Enzo, because if you have Enzo, you basically make it to where you can do all of this for free. So I literally copped him just for this. So I get Enzo, and then where you want to go is you want to go to the Agna Desert. You want to go to the Mirage Stone. Then you're going to want to go to this location here, all right? And the cool thing is, once you know all the areas, then you can kind of always get them, so you don't really have to worry about it. But what Enzo does is he makes it to where you farm all of these code breakers or whatever it may be, and then you use him to only use those codes. So for example, you spawn about right here, there's always going to be an area right here. Whenever you drop here, there's always going to be one either right here. If it's not right here, it may be right here. If it's not right here, then it'll be up here in this little area right here, and this will be one of the bigger ones. If it's not there, then it'll be up here. And also, if you wanted to know where they place it, you can go up to this thing and then touch this, and it'll give you a sound cube, but like that. But I don't really use that ever. I just know I know exactly where it's taking me, because they spawn in the same spots, right? So it's going to be right here, and it's going to be this one. So now this is a use code analyzer. This is the easier ones, but there's a harder one that you can do here that's going to be really good. So you're going to get a good bit from this. Look at how easy that was to time, only because of Enzo. And you're going to get +7. So again, that's basically a free catalyst. There's another one here that you want to get, and this one also can give you a lot as well. So we're just going to kind of go ahead and travel a little bit. You just have to kind of, actually run this a little bit. It has some better movement. Then we're looking at, you know, this being a little bit faster. This one is actually working because it basically just a minute you can get you all of that what you would need for this. The only one that takes a little time. You don't need to worry about this one. So just anytime you just actually every time you have stuff. Still, interesting here. Do these. You're gonna go here. And you're gonna go way back here. And then you're going to be able to grab this bad boy, and it's always going to be a big one. It's either going to be the ultra precision or it's going to be a precision, which means it's always going to be a good one. And these give you more, so you can get a lot from these. So again, you do it, and again, you easily get these, right? And then as you see, +9. So now we're able to go from a little bit to a lot in just that one run. Now we can basically craft 3 of these, which means all we now need to do is just farm this mission, and we can technically make about 2 of these, and this would just be maybe one more run of this. Now this one here, basically the easiest way for you to kind of do this is just run any one of these missions. They're all kind of easy, and they all like don't really take that long. Basically just do any one of these and then you get it. I think this one here is one of the best because it's just a quick extermination, and it's right there by the spot. So you go here. One right way. Okay, cool. Okay, you just go here, and then you just touch this mission really quick, and then you do this. This doesn't take you long at all. You just run here, and then you're gonna pretty much guarantee yourself to get this. And you just kind of run this, right? See, so extermination. So you just kind of run around, kill everything really quick. The quicker you can kill, the quicker you can kind of get this done. So again, really, really easy mission. And as you see, really, really quick, kind of run and do this, right? Right. Right. And just kind of just kill all these guys really quick. Right. See, just kind of run through all of these, and then you just do everything pretty fast. Doesn't really take you much. Kind of do this, and then you get a bit for it. As you can see, the mission is done. And as you can see, what you're going to get for this here, you get those little Orby lifeys or whatever. Now, there are some ways where you can kind of get yourself more for this, but you don't need a lot of these. It's really, really easy to kind of grind for these. There's other missions that you can do in order to kind of, you know, get this as fast as possible. You can technically do some of these, you know, bigger missions here, so that way you can get more for it. And you would get a lot of bang for your buck there, especially if, you know, it's one of the easier ones here. But I would say just do the easiest one and then kind of go with it there. You don't really need to kind of worry. So basically whichever one you want to do, and then you can kind of just farm that however you want. As you can see, you just get these just by playing the game. So these are really, really fast. There's nothing really you can do to optimize that. It just, you do the mission. Same thing with these. You do the missions and you get them. Now this bad boy, this is the one that kind of gets people the most kind of stunned. So the best way to farm for this one is actually just this method here. Let me just show you really quick. So what you need to do is you need to go to Sterile Land here, and then you need to go to repository. So whenever you're in repository, basically what you're looking for is you're looking to kind of do the same thing that we talked about before, where you just kind of keep spamming the same mission over and over again, and you do it as many times as you possibly can. So again, this one's coming with the 1 minute cooldown. So let's say it came in with no cooldown. You're going to run this mission to get this Morpheus pattern 62. Then you're going to need to run this mission. This takes about 1 minute and 30 seconds to do, which means you get 12 monomer and 3 organic, and then you need to run this 3 times in order to be able to run this once. So you run this 3 times, so you can do that in 6 minutes, and you'll be able to easily go ahead and run this once, because it actually gives you the exact materials you need here in order to run this, which means 3 of these gives you 1 of these. So 6 minutes of this gives you literally like 10 seconds of this. So I already have a bunch of these, so we'll just go ahead and show it. So I'm gonna go over here, maybe collect another pattern, and by the time that's done, I'll go ahead and actually run this. Now you actually do need a pattern in order to give yourself a chance for this. So again, you just kind of keep farming this, and then you're kind of, you know, the more patterns you have, the more you can kind of give yourself that chance. And the cool thing is, if you farm this one here, like let's say for an hour, you basically make it to where you can farm the actual big boss guy there for a much longer time, because you can basically just do them over and over and over again. And when it comes to farming for not only just for calories, but let's say you're trying to get maxed out completely. Well, one of the best ways to get maxed out before you to actually go ahead and actually do basically reactors. Reactors is the best way to farm anything in this game. So yeah, so it's here, trying to run around really quick, right? Right, you just run everything, right? Dead moments, and he's done, right? And you just run around, kill him really quick. And let's see here, it gave me a pattern. I don't think it did. That's fine though. Let's say it did give me a pattern, right? Then you would have got it. So you get a 25% chance to get a pattern there. So again, really, really cool, whatever. Cool deal. So you get a 25% chance to do this. Let's say if you don't get it, you just go ahead and go to another area on the map here. And then you go back to that same one, and then you can kind of do that. So let's see if it gave me one. It actually did. So again, Now we're going to basically go ahead and run that again really quickly to show you guys that this is like the fastest way for you to get the catalyst, the actual blueprints here. So show you quick. And this is actually how easy it is for you to form these. And this is mainly for one of the people who might be talking about, oh, this dude makes videos for people who aren't casual, like they can't know, bro. Like, just play the game, bro. Like, this is literally all you gotta do is beat the story and you can do this. Have you a somewhat decent build and then you can do this. Again, you just have to optimize. If you don't optimize, I mean, I just can't. People always trying to cope with their lack of like intellectual. It's weird to call it. So again, I got one. So that's cute, right? So now once we get one here, we're basically gonna go all the way over here, right? I'm ready, so we're gonna go ahead and try this. And then we're gonna run over here. I'll show you how fast you can run this mission here, so that way you can see that this is actually the fastest way to kind of do all of this here, right? And then boom. So you're gonna run this mission, but you want to do this one here. So this is the mission that's going to give you the shards for the one up there. So you do this here, kind of just run around, nuke everything really quick. Appreciate you. Again, this is kind of like an extermination one as well, which means like the faster you can kill everything, the better off you're going to be. So again, it's really like an extermination mission as well. So again, it doesn't really take you that long. The faster you can kind of run and kill everything, the better off you're going to be. Again, you kind of learn where they spawn whenever you're doing this mission, so that way you can get it done even faster. And again, you just kind of run through here, get all of this killed really quickly. You touch it here, and then you got one more that you got to do here. And again, like I said, you can get this all done in about a minute here. Cool deal. And you having skill range just means that you can do that for really fast. So as you can see, you get that done, you get those monomer shards. So let's say you do that 3 times, so that allows for you to run this one up here once. So you just run up here, kill these guys real quick. Cool deal. Then you go up in here and then you operate this, right? The cool thing about this is you can repeat this as many times as you want. So you get in here, and then it'll spawn these 2 little guys, right? You do this, kind of just kill them really quick. Cool deal. And then you kill them really quick, right? Cool. And they also drop the little thing. So if this is actually an area that gives you your fusion reactor, this is really cool. So you open this up here, and then you give again that pattern that we have. So this pattern gives us a 20% chance of getting this crystallization. So again, the more you form this, the better off you're going to be. It also gives you the Jaber, and it also gives you this, but it also is a possibility for getting this. So you pop this, and we actually got another catalyst. So as you can see, very simple. I actually did this. So again, like I said, you're giving yourself a higher percentage of getting this, and it doesn't take you very long. And the cool thing about it is you can run it again. But I don't have a pattern, so I wouldn't be able to get that. So this is actually a waste of points, but this is how fast you can just run it to show you. So you do it, and then you get another one. So let's say if you have a bunch of patterns here from farming the other mission here, you're technically be able to give yourself so many opportunities to farm this so fast that you would always give yourself the rewards or give yourself the fastest sort of ratio of actually farming for this, which means super easy to do, really easy sort of routes here. And again, they're not really hard. You can kind of just fly through them. It's kind of easier. Things what my build makes them easy, but cool. You kind of touch here. Again, you just kind of kill everything. Cool, and they're dead. And again, it'll pop another one of these, but again, you have to actually have a pattern in order for this to happen. So again, that was just more of like a waste of points, but it doesn't matter. You can easily farm those because again, 3 of those down there gives you one of these. So that's basically how you form that. And as you can see, we went from me having not the ability to craft another one of these catalysts to now only I have to actually run this, and then I'd be able to do this. So we're actually going, you know what, let's go ahead and run the other one, because Forgotten Tents has a little area that could kind of throw a little bit people off. So we'll just run Unknown Laboratory, so that way you guys can see this version here. Basically, Forgotten Tents is really fast. It takes you about maybe like 4 minutes, 3 minutes if you have, you know, good DPS to complete that one. But with Unknown Laboratory, you don't have to deal with all of that extra jazz. But you do have to sit in the mission just a little bit whenever it comes to it. So again, they're about the same time. It doesn't really, you know, make that much of a difference. But we'll just go ahead and do Unknown Lab for the sake of this video. This is the longer one. Forgotten And then it's basically this mission over here. Now, I'll show you just how fast you can actually complete this thing here. We'll actually go ahead and do an actual timer. So I'm actually showing you guys in real time how easy it is for you to farm this. You can go ahead and put all of this stuff on. It doesn't really make a difference. If you can do it, you can do it. Cool deal. So you get in here, and then you're basically making it harder on yourself for you to do this mission, technically, but it doesn't really matter to me. It just allows for you to get a higher chance of getting certain sort of materials and stuff of the sort. So I just go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and start the timer the moment that the thing actually starts, and I'll show you just how quickly you can get through this mission. Now, these guys do hit somewhat hard if you put all of the score on, but that's the whole point of you kind of having, you know, optimized builds that you can run through all of the content in the game without having to worry about all that. So starting the timer now. Just take it over again. I'm running somewhere so I don't right. Up here. Chop out a little bit, right? Wheel. Or there's a two. Wheel. So you just try to do this really quick. You see, just gonna find this content, right? Alright, wheel. So that right here. Any of those energy, whatever you call them. You bring this up here. Boom. This. Out here. Wheel. Try a little bit. You just kind of run in a circle if you're playing bunny, so that way you can keep, you know, this. I run skill range whenever I'm running this, so that way I can kill everything. Just kind of run in a circle. This is the only reason why this isn't like a actual like 3-minute run, is because this part here takes a little bit of time. So see, just kind of just constantly running around, just run around, just waiting time out. Again, this is the long part of this, but again, everything else kind of really fast. You're not really worrying about any of the attacks or anything. I'll do it around a circle, so very boring. You just have to wait this out. I don't know why this takes this long, but hey, it's how it is, man. You just keep on through this, right? Again, if you watch my video on money, you're running back to this scares you. You're just kind of moving around. You can do like this as well. Or you keep running as money, you're just kind of like this, so you keep speed. I'll see you shots. I'm struggling here. I don't know what you do it. That's how you use it, that's fine. And first roll, that's you. Cares. You know, make sure you're always running, right? You see, you send stuff, you can send stuff out really quick. Boom. See if you have rolls. No. Yeah, trash. Actually, look to see if these are good, because actually, your ability actually forms these, so I just like one of these sometimes. Yeah, I guess so. It's not bad. You got this. I'm still around a little bit, but it's fine. You try to go here. Set. You go here. Right, then you go here. I mess up. This is not bad. You try to do this here. Right, go here. Cool thing about this is you're guaranteed to get the drops, so it's like, takes time, but you're guaranteed to. So far, you got enough to create 1 catalyst here. So that's the whole point of that. You get in here, and then it's not supposed to be this boss effectively. Oh, it's not after you've done this 5 minutes, you just do it really quickly. So yeah, I'm going to show that. Cool deal here. See the health here again. So you're gonna do his little ulti thingamajigger. You're gonna spawn all of his little homeboys to try and gank you. Again, you're not worried about any of that. The little homeboys are gonna help you. You just kind of just do this sort of thing here. You know, touch you a little bit. You just grab one of these. Again, none of that really is affecting you. You're gonna be good. So again, he's going to try his best to kill you. Just kind of run through this content, you know, even with all the little things that he's supposed to be doing. Again, you just run through and kill him really quickly. Boom, you get all of this, and then look here at the end, you get this pattern here, and that's basically how this sort of works, right? Now, once you complete this, you basically made it to where you guarantee yourself to have enough to craft at least 1 catalyst. So again, like I said, you just saw me in the matter of what it took, like maybe 30 minutes, guarantee an extra catalyst. So now we go in here, and then we look here at how much time it took, and we got enough to craft a bunch of these now. We got enough to craft a bunch of these now. We got enough to craft a bunch of these now, and a bunch of these, which means all I need to do is just do the other farm, and I could technically make 2 more immediately. So that's basically the fastest way in this game to farm these. Again, we showed you how to get these, 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 and we showed you how to get these. Once you get a bunch of those, you can make any weapon now great. You can make any character now better. This is how you do it. It's the fastest way to do it in the game. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This is actually the fastest way in the game to do it. Peace out.